Hey boys and girls, Miss B here, and today we are going to do some spooky mummy art. So, we're gonna make a mummy like this one right here, but we're gonna use our face. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. So, what you're gonna need to do is to watch this video. Okay, you might need an adult to help you, or a big brother, big sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever helps you. Have them help you with this project. It's gonna take a while because we're gonna make our mummy and then we're gonna let it dry. And then we have to come back after it's all dried. So let's go grab all of our belongings. Follow me. So you are going to need your glue, your scissors, your white and black paper, as well as your picture. Now, if you don't have a picture of yourself, or you didn't give a picture to your teacher, you got two little googly eyes for your mummy. So the first step we're going to do is grab out our scissors, and we're going to cut out this little body. Okay, now you have to be very, very careful that you don't cut off your arm or your leg or your head. So very carefully, you want to cut really, really slow, okay? Go ahead and pause the video to cut yours now. Okay, I have cut out very carefully my mummy body. The next step is going to be cutting out my face. Now, I don't want to cut out too much of my face, so I'm just going to cut around my head. And I'm going to leave my shoulders, but I took off my arms and my body and all of that. Let's see, is that going to work? I should probably cut off a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to cut off a little bit more here. And you can have an adult help you with this part too. Okay, now I'm going to use the glue, and I'm going to excuse me. I am going to glue my face onto my mummy body. Use a little glue, not a lot. And I'm going to put it right here in the front. Oop, a little glue came out. That's okay. All right. If you don't have your picture, you can glue your two googly eyes on there now. Okay? So either your googly eyes or your picture. Okay. The next step is going to be cutting little tiny pieces of white paper to wrap our mummy in. So I'm going to make little cuts, not too big, like this. This piece is too big. So I'm going to cut this piece into smaller bits here. Smaller bits. Smaller bits. Alrighty. So I'm going to make a pile of a bunch of strips like this. Pause the video to make your strips. Okay, friends, we're going to start by wrapping our mummy's head. Now, when we wrap the head, we don't want to cover up our eyes. We want to cover our forehead so it looks like we're peeking out under the wrapping. So we're going to carefully glue just a little bit of glue, not a lot, boys and girls. Now, if we use too much, it's going to get super messy. So we're just using a little bit of glue, and we're going to put it on top of our head like that. Now, I used a little bit too much. As you can see, it's kind of coming off. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow for the pieces to come off of the head like this. So we're going to do like a pattern. White wrapping, and then do a sideways pattern like this. It goes a little crossed. Like that. And then maybe we have one coming down this way. Oh, that's so fun. So I need a little bit more glue here, but I don't want to cover my eyes. Uh-oh, see, Miss B's covering up one of her eyes like a pirate. I want to make sure that I'm being careful to not cover up my face. Okay. So a little bit of glue and cover. There we go. Maybe we put it that way. Okay. And I think we need another one coming down this way, like this. Okay, so the head is all covered. Now, at the very end, we're gonna come and cut off all this extra wrapping, but right now we're just gonna leave it just like this, okay? Let it dry. It's really, really wet. So just let it sit. Okay, now we're gonna do the arms and the body, and we're gonna do it kind of the same way. So we're gonna crisscross across Miss B's body, across my neck. Yeah, like that, very good. And across my neck this way. Oh, and it even goes towards my head. Oh, that's so perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And so what I'm doing is I'm just crisscrossing them across my body and across my arms. Okay, so what Miss B is doing is I'm cutting smaller pieces. I'm cutting these pieces into thinner pieces. Oops, sorry. Thinner pieces here. And then I'm cutting them a little bit shorter for the legs and the feet. Okay? And then what I like to do is just kind of give a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here like that. And you're just going to place them down however you want. See, with smaller pieces, it's a little bit easier on the legs. And then I'm going to go up like that and go up. Ooh, spooky. Okay, I'm going to keep working until I have covered my entire mummy up with this wrap. Okay, remember that a mummy is a pretend character that's wrapped up in a bunch of cloth. So that's what we're doing here. Keep on working. Okay, Miss B has finished wrapping her mummy. Now I'm going to wait until it's all dry. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to be patient and wait right here. While I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to clean up my materials. I'm going to make sure that I close my glue. I'm going to make sure that my glue and my pencils go back in my activity kit. And I'm going to take all my pieces of paper that I cut and I don't need, and I'm going to put them in the trash. So go clean up while you wait for your mummy to dry. Then when your mummy is all dry, come back to this moment where we can do the last step. Okay, my mummy is nice and dry. I let it dry all night, and now I'm going to trim all of the excess paper. So you're going to need your scissors and some adult help. You're going to turn your mummy upside down, and you're going to very carefully snip the extra paper. Snip, snip. No, it doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure you don't cut yourself, cut your mummy. Okay? Just snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip. Very good. Use your helping hand to move your mummy and snip, snip, snip all that extra paper off. Okay. Snippity snips. Snip, snip, snip. Here we go. Oh boy, I'm making a mess. I gotta make sure I tidy that up. Okay. Woo! I am all finished with my mummy. Oh, wait, just kidding. I needed a couple more snips. Snip. Snip, snip. Okay, there we go. Now I am all finished with my adorable mummy. I'm going to take all of my extra paper and throw it in the trash, and voila! One spooky kid. This is so great. I can't wait to see yours. Have fun making your mummy!